Hey there, Texor here, back from a long hiatus. Yes, it has been a little while, and I'm looking forward to getting on here and making some more videos of our different series. We're going to do all kinds of different videos, everything from our Redstone project to other videos, just whatever I feel like putting up at the time, I guess you could say. But here today I am to talk about the CPU challenge. Well, I initially called it the computer challenge, but I have updated my sign and realized, let's get rid of the word computer and we'll just say CPU because we're not building a computer, we're going to be building a CPU or processor. And so to get started on today's episode, we're going to work on logic gates. So what is a logic gate? Well, to put it this way, a logic gate is an assortment of electronically controlled switches that implement a Boolean logic process. Now, that process consists of operations, logical operations, on one or more logical inputs that generate a single logic output. Okay, that was a lot of word salad there, so I'll try to get through this with you. But just to tell you, a logic gate is comprised of resistors, transistors, and diodes. They perform simple and high complex operations by joining a variety of logic gates together. And we'll go through each one of these fairly shortly here. And so that's going to be the main driver here. Now, I've always had an issue with using the word switches because that could be misconstrued as a physical device, like a latch on a door or something like that. But in the electronics, what they mean by switches is switching it on or off, much like your light bulb. You do use a mechanical switch to turn it on, but the light itself is receiving an electrical charge or electricity is opened up to it and it turns on. And so that's why they use the terminology switches, because it is, you're switching it from on or off, whatever, or off to on. But there is no physical device in there at all. So just so you know that. So we're going to take a look at the Redstone designs of. Okay, so let's have a look at the building blocks for Redstone circuits. So we're just going to need a few items on our toolbar, as you see down here. I'll show you why I have the wooden axe a little bit later, but for now we're just going to need any kind of block you want to use. Redstone torch, redstone dust, a repeater, and a lever. Now we probably won't be needing very many of these repeaters here, but we'll just go through this real quick. So our first gate is basically an input-output gate. This is kind of a weird thing. Not weird, but it's just very simple. And this is all we need. We need an input here, and we have ourselves an output. It really doesn't do much of anything. It's just, we've turned it on. Oh, sorry, in this case I do need a redstone repeater there because I need to power that whole block. So really this is just turning on this whole thing. So I'll show you some places where we'll be using some of these, and so they will occur throughout. So the first one we're going to look at is a NOT gate, and that's going to look similar to this one. So we'll put down our first building block. Let's add a little redstone line in here, and we'll put ourselves a little switch there so we can power on the signal. And then on this side, we're going to have our torch and then our output signal. Okay, so as you can see right now, and as you see with the truth table displayed there, it's the signal is already on. So it's an inverter. Basically, it inverts the signal. So when we actually apply a signal to it, we're actually essentially turning off the signal. So it's reversing the signal. So that's a very simple, basic one, nothing special there. Let's go over here. We got this is our AND gate. So now we're going to get a little bit more involved here. So we're going to need a few blocks. Let's just move it over a little bit. A couple of torches there, one right there. We're going to need two input sources on this one. And put a switch there and a switch there. And we have our output right here, but we need to have that turned off. So we just put a piece of dust across there, which will turn off that signal. And so what we'll get here is if I turn this off, nothing happens. Sorry if I said that backwards. If I turn this on, nothing's happening. So either way, no matter which switch is turned on, nothing is going to come out at the other end. But if we turn both of them on, we get an output signal. Let's fix that up. So that's what's going on there, and if we turn one off before the other, it doesn't matter. It needs both of these signals to be on in order for a signal to come to be true at the other end of it. Okay, next one, OR gate. Again, very simple one. We have our block, and we're going to take our output from that block like so. And we're going to add in two inputs, one there, one there. And we'll just bring this this way. It doesn't really matter, but you'll see down the road as we get going. We're going to put in a little switch here. And when I turn one on, the output signal comes on. No big deal there. That's easy to understand. And then same thing here. I put this one on, and it also comes out. I'm going to fix that. And if both of them are turned on, we're going to get an output regardless. So it doesn't matter which one is turned on. As long as one is turned on, it'll always output a signal. Okay, so that's that. Next up, we're over here on this one. What are we going to show today? We're going to show you an XOR gate, or an exclusive OR gate. Okay, it got a little bit more building blocks involved. So we'll start right here, and one here. And then we're going to build, you can see this looks similar to our AND gate over there, but just slightly different. And we're going to have a whole bunch of extra torches here. We're going to have some signal coming across there. We're going to have, oh, forgot, let's put our signals going into it. And our inputs there. And we need a couple more blocks, one there, and some redstone dust that goes up over it, and same with on this side. And we're going to have some redstone coming out of, oh, that's right. All right, yeah, we need a couple of torches there, and then our output signal. So our output signal is nothing, and so if we turn on one of the inputs, whoop, we get we get an output. And if I turn on that signal, we also get an output. Now if I turn on both of them, so that's a little different than our AND. So, you know, part of the AND gate is in here. We're just adding a couple others. So basically it's saying if both of these are on, we're not going to get a signal. So we can only change that if we have one signal coming in. And if there's no signals at all, we get nothing. Okay, so it's got just a little extra to it. All right, what do we got over here? We have our NOR gate. This is another very simple gate, basically requiring one block, and we need a torch for the output, and our output signal, and then our input signal. Okay, put that there, and do that, and our two inputs. Turn one on, turns it off. No matter which way we do it, it goes that way. And if we turn both of them on, still nothing. So it's kind of like the opposite of our, where is it? There it is. What was it? Our OR gate As you can see, the OR gate is off until a signal is put on, off until a signal is put on, and if both signals are on, it's on. So this one kind of does it just a little bit different because we have a torch here, and so we turn off, we get no output. We turn both of them off, we get an output. So it kind of reverses it, kind of an inverter if you want to say. And if we put both of them on, we get no signal. So as you can see, it really requires both of those to be off in order to get an output. Okay, next one is a NAND gate. And this is going to be slightly different than our AND gate over there. Pretty much the same build setup. Torch. The only difference now is we're not going to have a torch here. So we're going to actually take this signal and just bring it down there. That's our output signal. And then our two inputs here, switch and switch. So we already have an output going. If we turn on one of these, the output doesn't go off. So it doesn't matter which one we do, we switch that one. Now if we put both of them on, it's going to turn off the switch. Okay, so you'll see that. And then the XOR gate. Now this one is a little bit more complex. We probably won't see this very often, but you'll see maybe a combination of this, and you know, it'll still act similar to basically you know, combining like an AND gate and maybe an OR gate or something like that. Okay, so anyway, let's get our torches in here, and there, and our output. There we go. So there's our output, and we have this up there. We need, whoops, this and that and that, and that goes up over there. That goes up over there. And so we have an output that is already in the on position. So we come here, there's our output right here. Well, let's put down an extra piece there so you can see where I'm talking about. So this one, if we turn on a signal input, the signal goes off. So no matter which one we switch, the signal turns off. If both of them are turned on, it comes back on. So hopefully this will explain, along with the charts that I've been displaying, should help you understand how all of these gates, this is how they work and stuff. So we're going to see a combination of these put together, and when you put them all together, we basically form a complex circuit. And so we're going to see a lot of that throughout this whole series. And I'm going to show you a few combinations of things that I put together, and we'll go from there. So that's it for now. I want to keep it short. Don't want to overburden you with computer knowledge and stuff. So we'll take care to do that throughout the whole entire series. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, definitely give me a thumbs up. That would be appreciated. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I'll have other videos coming up on some other tutorials, such as the enchantment table and anvil. I'm going to work on those. So we'll be trying to come out with a couple of videos each week. So I thank you for stopping by, and have yourself a great day. Bye.